Alright guys, welcome back. Survival Living here. So today's video, America First. At least that was the promise that was given to the American people. Here on this channel, those that have been here for a while, you know I do not trust anything coming from any government official's mouth, especially when it comes to elections, and promises and good stuff like that. They tell you what you want they tell you what you want to hear. That's it. So what am I talking about here? This is a $20 billion bailout for Argentina. Yeah. We'll go into this, guys, because it actually affects Americans a lot. One, it's our taxpayer dollars. Two, this could be used to help America. That's a lot of money, and actually they're talking about a $40 billion bailout for Argentina. While our farmers are suffering right now, many of them facing bankruptcy. You've seen the price of food. You see the price of power. $40 billion here in America alone for America First would be a huge change in our country. But let's go ahead and discuss this. What to know about the Trump administration? $20 billion bailout for Argentina. President Donald Trump, $20 billion bailout, has raised red flags in the U.S., especially among American farmers desperate for help dealing with the crop crisis triggered by the trade war with China. Reference to that, guys, China in 2023-2024 purchased 50% of our soybean crops here in America. The trade war, and it is a trade war. People come up here tell me it's not a war. It is. China no longer buys that from us. This hurt American farmers massively here in this country, and China now buys from Argentina for their soybean crop. Yeah. Argentina President Wallaby, the name is posted up there for you guys, met with Trump and top U.S. officials, including Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, Tuesday at the White House. The meeting came nearly a week after Bessent announced a $40 billion financial lifeline that includes a currency swap framework with Argentina's central bank aimed to propping up Argentina's peso. Now, from my research, the IMF has done bailouts to Argentina 23 times in the past. 23 times we have sent financial aid to Venezuela. Argentina. I'm sure we sent money to Venezuela too. What has me up in arms over this, just ticked off, is what's happening to our country here in America. It's just, like I said, America first. That was the premise. Farmers, leaders on both sides sound off. The bailout has sparked controversy with farmers. Democrats and some Republicans question why the U.S. would commit billions to boost the economy of a foreign country, especially when thousands of American soybean farmers are suffering and in need of help. China stopped purchasing American soybean amidst the trade war with the United States, according to the American Soybean Association. China was the largest buyer of American soybeans, purchasing more than 50% of U.S. exports in 2023 and 2024. While some American farmers have said that they are afraid of bankruptcy and foreclosure because of their losses, Argentina and Brazil farmers are increasingly supplying Chinese markets with soybean. You tell me where the problem is. All right. I know I get onto Trump a lot on this channel, mainly because I see so many people blindly follow this guy. I'm telling you guys, any president you question, I don't care if it's Biden, I don't care if it's Bush, I don't care if it's Trump. Any government official sitting there telling you one thing, don't believe a damn thing they're telling you, because they're just telling you what you want to hear to get their election. They're going to do whatever it is they want to in the background. Now, I'm trying to figure out why. Why send all this money? Why back Argentina? Now, there is some things here. Let me pull it up for you as far as why we would be backing this up. One, it's kind of a regime change, if you ask me. me pull it up here for you. It should be a screenshot as well. Trump threatens to cut financial support for Argentina if the current president loses election. I don't know if you guys can piece this together as I'm doing, and maybe I'm looking at it wrong. Basically, the U.S. will send $40 billion to Argentina as long as the current President Wallaby Mylar wins. If he doesn't win, we won't send him the money. Additional midterms will be in the policies. Mylar himself is up for re-election in 2027. So, it's called voting, I don't know what you would call it. It's not voting fraud, it's interference. It's manipulating the policies, the procedures for people to vote who they want into a office. We'll dangle $40 billion as long as the Argentina populace say, yeah, we need it for our country, so yeah, let's go ahead and vote this other guy in. Let's keep him in office. Or if you don't, we won't give you it. Sounds kind of one-sided there, doesn't it? So taking a dirty dive into social media here, guys, I'm seeing reports of food banks in my area are being crushed by funding cuts, higher grocery prices. We got tens of billions of dollars to prop up a failing Argentina government. Yeah, I mean, this is the problem I'm seeing here. What's the purpose of the United States to dive into bed with Argentina to support their financial issue? It's been going on for a very long time. Trump is not the only president to have done this. You know, I research I see natural resources and stuff, but they say it's a good staging point for the U.S. military, the U.S. government to be in there and to deflect the Chinese influence in South America. That's a possibility. Is that why we need to get there and we need to support it and have a more right-wing government there to, you know, keep that at bay? I mean, no one wants China building bases right in South America. I mean, come on now. You guys tell me what you think. Am I looking at this all wrong? You know, I read the comments you guys leave, the constructive ones. I like to read. If you see something that, hey, you need to go take a look at this, I'll go take a look at it. For the assholes out there like to run their mouth and, you know, say I'm undereducated and don't know what I'm talking about, need to get off the internet, bite me. There you go. But for everyone else, if you see something else that I'm missing, please feel free to let me know in the comments, because I have a problem with this big time. Just like you, I work a job, bust my ass, pay my taxes. I want our country took care of first, not other countries overseas. Back to the promises made for the election, America first. I bring it up because that was a big sell point on getting him back in. America first. Well, let's see it. This is going to be a $40 billion, was $20 billion, now they're talking $40 billion for another country. They're not an ally, they're not with NATO. And the American taxpayer is going to foot the bill of the first $20 million. That's you and me. The other $20 million they're talking about is through private organizations and things like that, you know, people to get their grips into the country, that country. I don't like it. You guys tell me. All I know is that we have farmers here in America that needs, I mean, $20 billion. Could you imagine what that would do for our farmlands alone? Infrastructure in these lands. When was the last time you went to the grocery shop? And odds are a week ago. See the price of beef? You know, when Biden was talking about, and also AOC and all those other yayas, talking about how they're going to take your cheeseburger. I looked at that and I'm like, they're not going to take the cheeseburger. What they're going to do is price out beef where you and me can't afford it. It was my wife's and my anniversary a couple days ago, and she was gonna go to the store and actually go get a steak. She knows I like steak. She phoned me up $40 for a normal size steak. I do this, but a normal size steak, 40 bucks at Walmart. Luckily we have things deep freezed. I've covered that, stocking up, getting ready for things. But guys, our country is right on the point of being so screwed. Money like that needs to go back in our country, our infrastructure, our farmland, all these things. And I'm not talking about going back into pockets of politicians. You know, the politician gets in office only worth $100,000. They do 4 to 8 years in the Congress and stuff, and they come out millionaires. Something's wrong. All right, guys, appreciate you hanging out with me. I know I've been accused of being a Trump basher. I'm a basher of all politicians. I don't care who's in office. You're supposed to be working for the American people. That's what you're supposed to be doing. That's why you're voted in. When you do stuff like this and you're supporting other countries when our country needs help, there's a bigger issue here. All right, guys, speak to y'all later.